Damn, you gotta use your fingers to count too.
I'm 26.
What year were you born,
94,
bro?
26.
94, yeah, you're 26.
26. I really forgot, bro.
Alright, today we are on our way to Atwater, California in the Valley. We're gonna go visit our friend Renobilt Kustoms. Just check out, show you guys some of the cars that he's working on, some of the cool cars that he's already built. Reno started building cars when he was 15, I believe, so pretty cool young guy, gets down on the cars. So let's go check him out.
Ooh, feel the cheese steak.
Oh, nice.
Looks pretty good.
Looks good. Hell yeah.
What you get?
Lunchtime.
So it's gonna be messy.
We had to stop for lunch. We're running late. Reno's gonna be tripping. We're gonna be like an hour late. See what happens.
It's worth it.
We gotta eat though, right?
Good.
Pastrami burger.
My parents had me when they were 16 in high school still. I used to go to high school with my mom. I go to daycare class and she go to class. So I think just growing up, like being close, I mean, we're not close in age, but we are, like, you know, not normal. I don't know, they're just a big part of my life. We're just a super tight family.
That's good.
Like really tight. My grandpa got me started on cars. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't. Mechanics, wrenching, doing anything, taking shit apart, messing it up, putting it back together. That was all my grandpa, you know. He would just restore cars, so then I got into the bikes, you know, lowrider ones. You can make them low, you can box in, make it a fuel tank and stuff like that. Hoping one day it's gonna turn into cars. But I think I only did bikes for like 2 or 3 years, and it was like what, 15, 14, already in the cars. It was just, that was the main goal. And then that just, honestly, going to like Save Mart when they had magazines, you were just seeing the custom cars. You know, it's like, oh, what is this? We didn't really have none of that around here. I didn't know the people. Like when I first got started, I didn't know a lot of people around town. So it was like me and my magazine, that's all I knew. And you know, there's people around the area customizing cars, but I didn't know none of them, you know? And I remember my dad would tell me, why do you need that magazine? You don't even have a car. You know, like it'd have the ad for parts and I go circle, oh, like I want this part, I want this part. And I don't even have a car. I'm just like, that part looks cool. I'm gonna put it on my car one day.
That's cool.
Yeah, now it's like, now I make parts.
So when you were in high school, you went to live with Winfield.
Are you recording this already?
That's what I want to know.
Oh.
I want to know, like, your parents let you go live with Gene Winfield
Yeah, but don't you want to start early?
in the desert? No.
I was a sophomore in high school.
And you moved.
I would go for vacations.
Oh,
Summer break, Easter break.
Okay, so you didn't live with them full time. You
No,
worked in
yeah.
the summer.
Yeah, but just that full time, just that part time was full time. That's how rough it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take Amtrak down there.
And you started helping them.
And your mom and your dad said, that's cool. Go with this.
Yeah, they were cool with it.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. But prior to that, I met him.
Yeah, of course. Then it's just say go move. Then they get.
Yeah, I went to a workshop,
Yeah.
like a little thing, and they took me for my birthday when I was a sophomore in high school. They took me.
So like
there.
16.
Yeah. No, I was probably 15. I couldn't drive yet because when I turned 16, I got my license right away.
So what did you want to learn from Winfield? Like, what do you think?
Like chopping tops.
So you wanted to
because I thought that stuff was cool.
Yeah. Did you get to chop a car?
Yeah. When I first, like my junior year, when I first started like actually staying there with him for a cool amount, I'll like, say Thanksgiving, that's 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first day he's like, tomorrow you're chopping a shoebox.
And you guys did it.
No, I did it.
You did?
Yeah, I did it.
Oh,
and
shit.
it was like you were doing it. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like a certain extent. What I knew, okay, yeah, and then he'd come in, okay, now you got to do this, and then here, you do it though.
Yeah.
When I started building that truck, I was probably 17.
And did you build it here or down there?
I built it here in my mom's garage.
And then you took it down for Winfield to paint?
I took it down just for him to paint it. It was already, I did all the suspension bodywork, and we were just going to primer it. And then he asked me, who's going to paint your truck? I'm like, I'm just leaving it in primer. And he's like, no, you're not. I'm painting it. I'm like, okay.
That's pretty cool.
When it was painted, I was probably 19.
About to rain and we're out here shooting these 2 trucks that Reno built and a hot rod that he chopped. I want to get some rolling shots of them. With lag, we're losing sunlight, so hopefully we get enough footage to put this video together. Check it out.
So when you were 19, you had pretty much a full build.
Yeah, I let it sit for about 8 months because I didn't like the color. It literally just sat in my mom's garage with the car cover on it.
Wow.
We were going to repaint it. I was like, I don't like it. And it was like just the orange pill made it look shitty. So after we had a buddy come wet sand it and buff it, it was like, oh, all right, let's get it going then.
It makes a big difference.
Fuck yeah, it was horrible. I didn't like the color at all.
Yeah. Damn. That's pretty crazy. Not a lot of.
We were going to repaint it, bro. Like, I was just going to destroy that Winfield fade. Like, I don't care.
Damn. So you've been building cars pretty much ever since. So when did you start working on cars? That was the first thing you started building?
No, I was working on a 49 F100 Ford when I was like probably, I couldn't even drive it. I was probably 14. That's just tight. That shit would slide, bro.
All right, your turn. Your turn.
Okay.
So last time we were with you, you locked keys in the truck.
Yeah.
What happened today?
Today, I didn't know I wired the gas gauge to actually
Work?
So it was on E, and I'm like, there's no way the car's on E. It's got to be full, and it's on E. It works. I wired it right.
So at least you know you wired the wire.
Yeah, it's wired right.
Dad's gonna get the gas.
My dad's gonna save the day again.
Again?
When I was like 16 and a half, I got really sick. I had like this crazy headache for like a month straight, so I couldn't go to school. And I wasn't sleeping. I was at my grandma's house. I remember that. I was staying there. And it was in the backyard, and I was like, I'm just gonna chop it. Like, what's the worst that could happen? I fuck it up.
Yeah.
I'll go to the wrecking yard and get another cab, because that's when wrecking yards just had a bunch of cabs there.
Yeah.
So I chopped that truck.
How's the chop look?
It actually is not that bad, but I know I could do better now, so it's like,
Yeah.
screw it. I don't want to mess with it. But like, so I still have pieces of the truck, but I kept the cab because I'm like, one day yard art.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You said the first car you chopped, and you were hella young.
Yeah, I was like 15.
So how old are you now?
I think I'm 26. Yeah, I'm 26. Now I build cars full time.
And you
For 3 years full time. I had the shop 6, but I had a part-time job. And when you have a part-time job trying to run a shop, and nothing gets done.
Yeah.
So now I'm full time, and stuff almost doesn't get done still, because I beat myself like, oh, I don't like this idea. Redo it all.
Yeah.
That's the type of person I am.
So you're like a typical car builder where
Yeah,
you're kind of
like
an artist.
the customer probably don't mind, but it's not up to my standard, so I'm redoing it. So like the Gold Truck, I probably did the 4-link like 6 times, just because I didn't like it, or someone else told you something different. And like honestly, right now it's probably still wrong, but it drives good.
Yeah. That's good. You're learning. You got.
No, I learn now. Yeah,
I
for
think,
sure.
I think a lot of fabricators don't realize that there's a geometry.
And
to
honestly,
it.
I started doing this because I couldn't afford to pay no one to do this.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted this type of car. I didn't know how to weld. I didn't know how to weld till I got to high school. Like, I learned how to weld in ag class. So once I learned how to weld, it was like, okay, you know, you learn how to use a saw, and kind of already knew how to use a cutoff tool and stuff. But yeah, I got into it because I couldn't pay no one. I couldn't afford to pay no one, and then it turned into doing it full time. And Google, learning how to do shit from Google Images.
Yeah.
I don't like people taught me, but I kind of am self-taught. Like, okay, you got their idea, now let me turn it into what I want to do it.
Yeah.
I didn't go hang out with somebody that was doing custom car stuff prior to Gene. It was just like, you see it in a magazine, okay, how would I do this?
Yeah.
And then when you go to Gene's, you learn, you know, oh, this is how he does it this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like one of the early guys. Like, if you sit down and think about it, like, he's probably like one of the top, you know, the first 5 guys that was doing anything to a car, you know, so.
And he's still doing it.
He's still doing it.
That's crazy.
And he's from up here.
He's from Modesto, yeah.
That's tight. That's so crazy.
He's just a nice dude, though. Like, you
Yeah.
know, it's just like anybody can go work for him. If you want to learn how to work on cars, you literally just hit him up like, hey, I want to learn how to chop a car, and you put your ass to work. So, like, number one goal is not to be having like this car pay for this car. You know, like, don't get overwhelmed in the shop. Have fun doing it. You know, that's just my main goal, is to just have fun doing it every day. Like, I don't want to come to the shop like, I don't come to the shop because, oh, I need the money. Obviously, this supports me, but I come to the shop like, okay, we're about to lower this car. We're going to chop the top or do anything that's modifying the car in any way. So, I mean,
good.
and then like main goal is do this forever if I could. If I can't, hey, we tried.
Yeah. Do you know if you're in fact the youngest car builder that's been invited to the Yokohama show from the United States?
I know that for a fact. I got invited to the Yokohama show 2018. I was 25. Yeah, youngest car builder taking a car. You know, like that's what I think's cool. I built the thing, I built it, and I'm taking it. Not like, oh, that shop built it for me, and I get invited.
Yeah. That is
That's
cool.
sick. I just
And honestly, like, I got like 5 goals in life. You know, like, I want to go there, this, and this.
Yeah, like a bucket list, yeah.
That was probably like my bucket list. And honestly, never thought it'd happen. Oh, if I could get my car to Japan. Oh, it's never gonna happen. But dream big, you know. That way, you know, your shit's on a poster, your shit's on a shirt, and like, you know, like, it's pretty crazy.